Hello and welcome to the channel. Today the date is 12th of November. I'll be reading out the top 15 news from the top stories section from the InCharts app for you. So let's get started. US doctor performs unnecessary surgeries on woman, faces 465-year sentence. A gynecologist in the US who was convicted of defrauding insurance companies by performing hysterectomies on women and other surgeries they didn't need faces a maximum penalty of 465 years in prison. In many instances, Dr. Javed Parvez would falsely tell his patients they needed the surgeries to avoid cancer in order to induce them to agree to the surgeries. He has history of fraud, US Attorney's Office. Next. Arnab Goswami released from jail after Supreme Court grants interim bail. Quick surface. Republic TV's editor-in-chief Arnab Goswami was released from Mumbai's Taloja jail hours after the Supreme Court granted him interim bail in the 2018 abatement to suicide case. A video showed him emerge from the sunroof of a car and a crowd gathered outside this prison. Arnab Goswami and other co-accused were released on a bond of 50,000 each. Personal liberty must be upheld, Supreme Court. Next, PM speaks to WHO chief, discusses coordinated global response to COVID-19. Prime Minister Narendra Modi held a telephonic conversation with WHO chief Tedros Ghebreyesus and appreciated WHO's important role in facilitating coordinated global response to COVID-19. The PM's office said. The WHO chief stressed close and regular collaboration between the organization and Indian health authorities and appreciated the Indian initiatives like Ayushman Bharat scheme, the PMO added. India's role important in global health issues. Next, US state of Georgia to conduct full recount of vote by hand. The US state of Georgia will conduct a recount of all paper ballots cast in the presidential election by hand. Georgia's Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger said. Georgia will work with the county officials to complete the recount in time to measure its November 20 deadline for certifying statewide election results. Joe Biden leads in Georgia by around 14,000 votes. We want to start this before the week is up. Next. I can sacrifice my wicket for Rohit Sharma any day, Surya Kumar Yadav. Mumbai Indians batsman Surya Kumar Yadav, who sacrificed his wicket for Rohit Sharma in IPL 2020 final on Tuesday, took to Instagram stories to share a post by Mumbai Indian asking fans to rate Surya Kumar's selflessness. Along with the post, Surya Kumar wrote, I can sacrifice my wicket for him any day. Rohit scored a match-winning 68 to help Mumbai Indians win the final. Surya Kumar was run out in the match. Next, let's embrace new normal. Team India share pics ahead of their first tour amid pandemic. The official Instagram handle of Team India shared a picture of the team ahead of their first tour amid coronavirus pandemic. Team India is back. Let's embrace the new normal. The caption read, India will be touring Australia where they'll play a 3-match ODI series, a 3-match T20I and 4th match Test series. The ODI series will begin on November 27. India's tour will end in January. Next, BJP is only party in Bihar whose seats have gone up, PM Modi. While addressing BJP workers after NDA's victory in Bihar Assembly elections, Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Wednesday said that it's only BJP whose seats have gone up in the state. This is because of the increasing blessing and affection of people towards BJP. PM Modi added, I congratulate every worker of the NDA, the PM further said. Women silent voters of BJP want to thank them. Next. Great Noida's small owner arrested for cheating 120 investors. The police have arrested the owner of the Grand Venice Mall in Greater Noida for duping hundreds of investors of their money in his commercial project in Noida. The Economic Offences Wing of Delhi Police held accused identified as Satinder Singh Bhasin. The case was registered on the complaint of JP Kakkar and others. No comparison to Faith Indians have in their democracy, PM Modi. While addressing BJP workers after NDA's victory in Bihar Assembly elections, PM Narendra Modi said, There is no comparison to faith Indians have in their democracy anywhere in the world. He added, people's faith in democracy defeated the fear of coronavirus pandemic, he added. He further said that BJP's governance model is the reason why people voted for them. NDA won 125 seats in 243-seat assembly in Bihar. Next, what did MCC say about Payne's stumping after it was compared to man-cadding? After several critics compared Tim Payne's stumping of a batsman while standing yards away from the wicket to man-cadding, the cricket's law-making body MCC issued a statement, a fair dismissal under Law 39 stumped. All requirements of the law are met, it tweeted. It further said that the striker was not attempting a run and complimented Payne, adding, sharp work. Payne affected stumping playing for Tasmania. Next, women are silent voters of BJP. Want to thank them, PM Modi. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Wednesday said that women are silent voters of the BJP and thanked them following the India's victory in the Bihar Assembly elections and by-elections in other states. It is the BJP under whose rule women get respect and protection, PM Modi added. When people think of governments, they think of BJP, PM Modi further said. BJP's footprint now across the country, PM Modi. Next, Goa issues SOPs for reopening of schools, allows 12 students per class. Goa government has issued standard operating procedures for partial reopening of schools in this state for class 10 and 12 from November 21. According to the SOP, there shouldn't be more than 12 students in a class. The SOP mentioned that students should be sensitized to maintain a minimum of 6 feet distance in the classroom. Currently, there are 1,861 active cases in Goa. Next, a spiritual leader tried to take advantage of me at 18, actress Anupriya. Bollywood actress Anupriya Goenka has revealed that a spiritual leader tried to take advantage of her when she was 18 years old. She added that her family trusted him heavily and even she had started to believe in him. The incident scared me for a very long time. Thankfully, I didn't let him take advantage, she further said. For that, spirituality was always finding Babas. Next, who hit the most sixes in IPL 2020 and who hit the biggest? Mumbai Indians Ishan Kishan hit the most number of sixes in IPL 2020, slamming 30 maximums. Our Rajasthan Royals Sanju Samsung and Mumbai Indians all-rounder Hardik Pandya hit 26 and 25 sixes respectively. Kings 11 Punjab wicketkeeper batsman Nicholas Pooran is slammed the top two biggest sixes of the tournament with a distance of 106 meters and 105 meters. Rajasthan Royals Jofra Archer also hit a 105-meter six. Mumbai Indians won the IPL 2020, their fifth IPL title. Next, who bowled the most number of dot balls in IPL 2020? Rajasthan Royals placer Jofra Archer and Mumbai Indians fast bowler Jasprit Bumrah bowled the joint highest number of dot balls in IPL 2020. Both the pacers bowled 175 dot balls each. SRH leg spinner Rashid Khan follows the duo with 168 dot balls. DC fast bowler Anrich Norge bowled 160 dot balls, while Mumbai Indians fast bowler Trent bowled with 157 dot balls. DC's Kagiso Rabada bowled 156 dot balls. That's it for today, guys. If you are new to my channel, please like, comment and share, and please press the bell notification icon to get the news update on daily basis. Thank you.